Hello, dear student. I am Professor M. Kutwal, Department of Agronomy, College of Sadhguru College of Agriculture, Merezgaon. Today we discuss lecture number 12, in that impact of LEIA means low external input agriculture and high external input agriculture on crop productivity and sustainable agriculture. Firstly, we discuss HEIA means high external input agriculture means this is largely depend on the use of inputs like chemical, fertilizers, pesticides, labor saving but energy intensive farming machinery. Thus, this has increased the production and labor efficiency, but it also causes adverse effect on soil productivity and environmental quality. It has also degraded the natural resources as follow. First one, soil erosion, water availability, salinization, fertilizer and pesticide contamination, and also last one, genetic erosion. What are the different advantages of high external input agriculture? First one, agriculture production could be rapidly increased to meet the demand for food for the increasing population. As a result of availability of adequate foodstuffs may problem related to disease caused by malnutrition and deficiency were prevented or reduced. Third one, advantages, new improved varieties give yields within a short period of time. Fourth one, mechanization solves the problem of labor shortage. Fifth, increase income and profit margin of products were increased. Sixth one, productivity of land increased and increased market facilities for production. These are the advantages of high external input agriculture. Then disadvantages of high external input agriculture. It will be collapse the environmental balance due to lack of biodiversity by planting a few cash crops, increase in soil erosion due to constant furrowing by machinery, dependence on improved machinery, chemical fertilizer, pesticides, hybrid seeds, and other inputs. Intensive use of pesticides disturb the natural mechanism of controlling pest and disease, as the artificial pesticides kill both pests and their natural enemies. Then we discuss about the low external input agriculture as a production activity that uses the synthetic fertilizers or other agrochemicals below rates commonly recommended. It does not mean elimination of these materials. Yields are maintained through the greater emphasis on cultural practices, integrated pest management (IPM), and utilization of on-farm resources. Low external input agriculture is based on reduction but not necessarily elimination of chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and herbicides. Farmers are adopting these practices primarily to reduce cost, but also because they want to minimize impact on the environment or low external input agriculture is based on reduction but not necessarily elimination of chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and herbicides. Farmers are adopting the practices primarily to reduce cost but also because they want to minimize impact on the environment or balance or because of the preserve future pesticide regulations. So these all including in high external input agriculture and low external input agriculture. Thank you. What is the differentiate between or a characteristic between the high external input agriculture and low external input agriculture? First one, the farming pattern depend on heavily on external and chemical inputs in high external input agriculture. In case low external input agriculture relies on the optimal use of natural resources. Second one, in high external input agriculture, focus of agricultural development and research has mainly been on maximizing yield coupled with increasing specialization of production. LEIA in focus on the sustainability of a farm system. Third point, in HEIA there is great damage to the environment. In case in low external input agriculture, LEIA environmentally sound and that have the potential to contribute to long-term sustainability of agriculture. Fourth point, in high external input agriculture, continuous drop in price of farm produce and the risk cost of agriculture inputs have made farming increasingly unprofitable. In case low external input agriculture, greater emphasis on the long term subsistence and balance between the profit and livelihood. Fifth point, in HEIA depends on the higher production and profit without consideration of the local needs and local market. But in case in LEIA, greater emphasis in on the long term subsistence and balance between the profit and livelihood. It will be sustainable ecological practices and depend on largely on local agroecological conditions and on local socio-economic circumstances. Sixth one is primarily on or two commodity driven development, lack of diversity in the farming practices. As a result, there is greater risk of failure and price fluctuation. But in case one way of a low external input agriculture is a diversification of farm with a range of crop and animals, farmers will suffer less from price fluctuation or drop in yield and of single crop. Seventh point in high external input agriculture. Under high external input agriculture system, soil quality deterioration and there is a restorations, regenerations or regions of pest reassurance, pest lack of resilience in a soil plant system, low external input agriculture maintains a healthy soil, recycling nutrients on the farm and utilizing approaches such as integrated pest management. In high external input agriculture, there is lack of use of indigenous technologies, but in case of low external input agriculture, best use of indigenous technologies such as soil and water conservation, better timing of operations, improved crop specific spacing and densities, manure or compost, and water application based on the local condition. These are all different characteristic points in case low external inputs and high external input agriculture. I hope all of you understand these concepts. Thank you so much.